Hello everyone, right here is what's on tap for today. Slave to the grind, rewinding the clock back to 1991. I have some good stories to tell about this afterwards, so I won't get too long-winded at the beginning here, for those of you that don't want to hear any of that. But afterwards, if you want to stay, I got some really cool stories about that tour, who I met. Great songs. Some Anthrax queued up to do next, but anyway, yeah, so that song right there, for anyone who wants to play that, learning to play it or looking at it, that's just a driving song, man. That's just you know, the and then the cool riff is stories for that. So when back in 91, 92 era, I was getting a band together. The name of the band was Psycho Circus. On that Slave to the Grind tour, I met Alan Affuso. Alan Affuso, it was the drum tech for Skid Row. He was also Rob Affuso's brother. Rob Affuso is a drummer for Skid Row. Alan is also a drummer. So anyway, we got to talking and I was like, hey man, we're both from upstate New York. So I said, well, when the tour's over, let's get together and do some shows. He was in a band called Vibe Tribe. And we definitely did. There it is, an old flyer from the days. Vibe Tribe and Psycho Circus. So I just recently reconnected with Alan. You know, we kind of lost contact over the years, as people do, through the twists and turns of life. And it was just really cool. A lot of memories came up from that tour and how we were talking. He got me backstage passes. We were watching it. I was at the San Diego show. Excuse me, and then went to the Mesa, Arizona show. Now, the cool thing about the Mesa, Arizona show was that on that tour, they had Pantera opening up for them. Rob Halford would come on stage and do some songs with Pantera mainly, but this time in Mesa, he came up and he did a song with Skid Row. That song was Delivering the Goods, and this album right here, it's on this album. So the Skid Row Besides Ourself album, that song, Delivering the Goods, was recorded at that show in Mesa, Arizona. So it was really cool when that album came out and I heard that. I'm like, hey, that's the show we were at. Also at that show, it was just cool time back then. It was Pantera, it was Skid Row. Looking back, it's like rock and roll history right now. So Pantera was opening up, Skid Row was playing, Slave to the Grind. They were sold out. It was a great era. And Rob Halford got up on stage with Skid Row that day. Also, Kerry King from Slayer rolls up there too, gets on stage. So at the beginning of that song on there, you can hear Sebastian saying, no, leave him here, man. He's all right, leave him here. He's talking about Kerry King can stay up there and do that song with him too, because he did a song with Skid Row before that. Anyway, just a lot of cool memories from that, a lot of cool things that happened and how your paths cross. That show actually ended. It fell on March 17th, 1992. March 17th was also the day that I was up at the Whiskey A Go-Go on stage with Sebastian Bach doing Sweet Little Sister. So isn't that funny how life comes full circle, man? I'm sitting there watching them, total fan of the band, ended up playing more shows with them, and just a cool way to stay connected to everyone. Music kind of brings us all together in one way or another. And I'll try and keep my stories a little bit short, but I know a lot of people like hearing this stuff. And I will start having more guests on here to interview too. I'm going to have Alan Affuso on. We're going to talk about the tour. I'm going to have Stevie Nicks bass player Al Ortiz on. I spoke with him on the phone yesterday. Going to be doing some interviews for that. So subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming up. I'm going to do some interviews, some Q&As. I'm going to keep the content as exciting as I can. Anyway, have a great day, everyone, and I will talk to you later.